Good evening. It's Friday, November 6th, 13 degrees out in Halifax, Nova Scotia. We're going to be taking a walk on Spring Garden Road. Okay. The library is just across the street here. I'm going to take a shot of that. That's quite a new building. It hasn't been here that long. So that's the new library. The old one was just down the street from us, but they don't use it anymore now. So that's the new library. There's a lot of food places along Spring Garden Road here. There's mostly food places and stores, small stores. There's no real big stores here. They're mostly small stores and restaurants and coffee shops and that kind of stuff. And a bank. And there's Tim Martin's. Been here a long time. Not sure how long it's been here, but it's been here quite a few years. I know that. Hi. There's a little mall down here. I might just walk through that mall quickly and come back out, so anybody wants to see it, you wouldn't even know it's there unless you've been in there. From the outside it looks like a store, and you wouldn't even realize it was a mall in there. It's just a small one, small mall with, I don't know, maybe a dozen stores, something like that. And there's a lot of clothing stores. Most of them are a little bit on the expensive side. This is the mall. You wouldn't even know there's a mall in here if you didn't live around here. But it is. You can get inside, you'll see there's a mall here. So we'll take a little walk down through it, and so they have a liquor store and a travel bureau across there. And there's a Dollarama down at the end, and I think there's some clothing stores in here as well. Mostly women's clothes in here, I think. Yeah, it's safe to say it's mostly all clothing stores in here. All right, so you got $M at the end, and so we walk back out and continue our walk up Spring Garden Road, I guess. It's kind of quiet in here. These malls, I don't know what it is about malls, but they don't seem to be very busy, and they're very hard to be a success in these malls for some reason. Most people today prefer to go into a store right off the street into a store rather than go into a mall and shop. So it's not a super busy place. But they do have public washrooms in here, so if anybody in Halifax walking around and need to go to the washroom, you can walk to the other end by the escalator and go downstairs, and there's public washrooms down there. They even have one washroom, so if you got a baby or something, you can take them in there and change them. So there's like 3 washrooms down there, which that's always handy to know when you're walking around in a city where there's washrooms are located. Okay, we're back out on the street again here. We're back out on the street again, and we'll walk down to the end of the business part of Spring Garden Road, and then we'll come back up the other side. Probably get a better look at what's on this side. There's Latton's drugstore. And there's a restaurant across the road. I've never gone to it yet. It's called the Captain's Boil, and it's all seafood, and I'm sure they got really good food in there. Seems like a popular spot, although I've never been in it. But maybe one day we'll get a chance to go there. So you got your usual things, McDonald's and Subway and all that kind of thing here.
He was trying to get me to say something negative about her.
So I hope anybody that used to live in Halifax and might be watching this video, you'll kind of get a kick out of just looking at it and remembering what it was like when you lived here. Or if you're going to be moving to Halifax, you'll get a good idea what things are like here. So it's really good to have something to see and see what things are like. And there's pretty much every part of Halifax you go into, you'll see a lot of construction right now, because things are really being built a lot here at a fast pace. So anyway, this is the public gardens. I did a video not long ago walking through the public gardens. So I never really looked at it at night. I'm surprised to get as much colors as these flowers at night, because it's kind of dark, but we'll walk up to the gates here and then turn around. So they got a fence up here because they're working on the sidewalk and things like that. So I'll cross the street here, and Eastlink is a television company for your cable and stuff like that. So if you see that building on the corner there, Eastlink, that's what they do. They subscribe to your cable from them. We're just on the border of the south end. If I went anywhere beyond, across the street, if I kept on going, I'd be heading into the south end. And the opposite direction is downtown, and then the north end beyond that. Okay, but we're not going to do the south end tonight. we're just going to go across the street here and head back towards Barrington Street. Now, when you're in Halifax, the downtown, Spring Garden Road is one of the main streets. Barrington Street is another main street. And there's a few others that are quite busy, and they got cafes and things like that on them. And there's a big hotel across the street there. And just can't remember what it's called. And I've never stayed at it, don't know. I know I read the sign, but I can't see it tonight. So if I see it, I'll pass that on, what that hotel is called, but right now I'm not sure.
Let's see if we can all be here.
Oh, it's called the Lord Nelson. I see the sign there now. Lord Nelson Hotel, that's what that is. And at the bottom you have Subway, McDonald's, and the drugstore, things like that. Anyway, there's a bookstore. It's called the Spring Garden Bookstore. And this is a bar. This is a Turkish restaurant. I have never eaten in a Turkish restaurant. And this is a little burger place. And this is the Captain's Boil. One day I gotta try that out because it looks like it'd be really good. There's Scotiabank. They're all closed up now. This is Friday night, but the banks don't stay open super late. But everything else will be open, like the bars, and that'll all be open at least till midnight, and the restaurants and the coffee shops, and at least 11. So it's early yet. And it's quite warm today. It's like 13 degrees tonight. Which it hit about 16 today, but right now 13 is not bad because there's no wind, and I really find it comfortable to walk around down here. And there's a restaurant right there, which I'm not sure of the name of that one. I like to mention the name of them when I can, if I can find the name, but that's not always possible. Beauty Boutique. The buses come really often here. Usually you don't wait very long for a bus. There's lots of buses come up and down these streets, and some of them go to different destinations, but they all go by here because this is one of the main through streets. So I got to backtrack a little bit. I was supposed to meet up with my wife down here, and I think I might have walked by where I was going to meet her. So if you don't mind, bear with me here. We'll just walk back and see if I can meet up with her, and then we'll turn back around. Okay? There's Starbucks. They're busy tonight. You have to keep your social distancing, but still they got lots of seating in there and lots of room. You can usually sit down whenever you want in there. It's not that bad. I like Starbucks. I go to Tim Hortons and Starbucks. They're my two favorite coffee shops, and I like them both. They're different, but I think Tim Hortons makes the best donuts, though. For sure, their donuts are better. I think I see her coming now, so I must have missed her before. Hi.
Meet me over there.
I walked all the way down. I think I came by before you came out. So I had to turn around and backtrack because I didn't want to miss you. Okay?
Are you done videoing?
No. Still going. So I met up with my wife, and I think I walked right by where she was the first time, maybe. But now I've met up with her, so all is good. And I'm getting hungry walking around. How about you?
Yes.
Yeah. Getting hungry, work off an appetite with all this movie video shooting here. So that little plaza mall area we were in is called Park Lane. A very small mall, and it's not very busy, but it's a good place to go in if you need to go to the washroom. So. And the Dollarama is always open. And for anybody who doesn't know, Dollarama is like a variety store Everything used to be $1 a few years ago, but now the prices have gone up, so you might find things in there for $3 or $4 sometimes. But most everything is quite cheap. For sure, under $5. We'll stop around the library. I'll get back down to where that glass building was where I first started out. That's the library, and I'll probably end this video down there. And anyway, I hope you enjoy watching this video and you see what it's like in Halifax here at night. I don't come over here at night very often. I do most of my videos in the daytime, but I thought it might be nice just to show what it's like at night here. It's not super bright, but it's nice down here. It's a nice street to walk around. Spring Garden Road's a good walking street. So another night, maybe I'll do another section of Halifax, because it always looks a little different at night than it does in the daytime. These videos are mainly to anybody that's thinking about moving here and want to see what Halifax looks like. You can watch these videos, and before you come, you'll have a good idea what it's like. And I can tell you, it's a really nice city. You'll enjoy living here if you move here from somewhere else. And it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best place I ever lived. It's a good city to live in. There's not a lot of crime and things like that here. And in spite of what they say about the East Coast, I haven't seen too many drunks laying around the place. So that's not it. That's just a myth, I think. That used to be maybe, but not now. We've got a lot more civilized down here. Well, there's our library again. That's about the end of the business section on Spring Garden Road. And so I think I'll just stop right here. And so don't forget, if you like this video, to hit that like button and subscribe, because it all helps. And we'll see you on another video. Good night. You have a good night.